What's going on, LOCKTALK family? It's your boy Jason, and I'm back, man. And let me just recap yesterday. If you tapped into the YouTube video yesterday, we swept it, man. 2-0, clean sweep. We had the under on Tyone and his Ks, and of course the over on my boy Nick Pavetta over 6.5 Ks. My man got 10 Ks, just like I told you he was gonna absolutely crush those Mariners. Those guys cannot hit a ball, and they strike out for the goddamn lives, man. But nonetheless, if you want to know how we did in premium, all the guys that took advantage of our promo yesterday on the YouTube video also cashed out, man. We went 3-0, and I'll put some tickets and some plays right here on the screen so you guys can see for yourselves. We've been on absolute fire, man, on baseball. We've been absolutely killing it. Last week we started off with a sweep, and we started this week off with another one. But before I go off, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put that notification bell on so you never miss a video. I've been absolutely coming up here and dropping these gems. And of course, if you want to tap into premium, I'll put another promo and a special link down below so you get it at a insane discount. Just my thanks, man, because I was off of YouTube for a month, and I really want to grow this community. I want to grow this channel, and the way I want to do is just reward everyone who's been watching. So just go down below on that pinned comment or description, and you'll get a special price for the daily card from my site right here. But all right, let's get straight into it, man. Again, let's look at some of these tickets, man. Blowout winners, man. We've been absolutely rocking it for all my clients, everyone who's been tapped in with me and my community. I'd say if you want to see how it's really done, man, go over to my Instagram or go onto my site, grab a package, and let's go run it up, man. All right, so let's talk about, first I want to say this too before I go off. Just be careful, guys. This is the last day of the trade deadline, so anyone is up on the trading block technically, but there will be a few batters and pitchers that could be traded, and that can affect you betting your totals, your money lines, and especially your props. Because I said it on Sunday, Morel, and even yesterday, a few batters were traded mid-game. Even some of the pitching changes have already happened, right? I think Montas got traded. He's the pitcher for the Reds. So, if you're trying to beat lines and things like that, just today might not be the day. Today might be the day just to even go lighter in some of your plays. I might tread lightly and kind of go a little bit heavier once the trade deadline is done, because we really don't know exactly who's going to be traded or not. And that can happen an hour before the game, 30 minutes during the game. So just be careful, guys. So again, I'm going to talk about some spots that we can look at and target to get some advantage plays right here, man. All right, so before I go, let me get a sip of this coffee. And let's talk about the first play I want to talk about. I already have it open. I'm targeting my man Michael Wacha and his under 2.5 earned runs. And yeah, man, look, the last game he went against AZ. AZ is a really good team. They've been hitting righty super well. He already faced his White Sox team, gave him no earned runs. I believe I took his hits under, or hits allowed under. That smashed. He did get hit up by the St. Louis Cardinals. The team still got the win, but the Cardinals are definitely a much better team. And look, the White Sox are literally the worst team in the MLB. I mean, they gave up a huge lead. Cash us for our team total over for the Royals. But, I mean, they cannot hit, man. They have the worst WRC plus hitting stats against right-handed pitchers. And yeah, I mean, they got to Alec Marsh, but I've said in previous videos, Alec Marsh is a gas can. The guy is garbage. I honestly I thought they wouldn't cover the run line. That's why I took the team total over, because I thought they would definitely get to the starting pitcher flexing for the White Sox and also that bullpen. But, none of those things really matter for Wacha in particular. But just look at it. I mean, he's been hitting at an 80% clip in the last 10 games. He's already faced his White Sox team, and the White Sox team is now a little even more depleted. I believe they lost Tommy Pham. So, I mean, the batter's even worse. They've not been hitting well. They did get to Alec Marsh, but Wacha is definitely a much better pitcher. But yeah, let's take a look, man. Look, the last 3 games, not been performing too well. But I think that plays into our advantage, just because, people may be a little bit down on him. Is he regressing a little bit? I mean, look, it's possible. I get the argument for sure. But we look at his away games. Also, not been as well away than from his home field. So we got to check the weather. I would definitely check the weather before locking in something with Michael Wacha. But I still like the earned runs. We take a look down here. Just look at that, guys. Again, I mean, the worst batting stats in the MLB against right-handed pitching. I mean, it's actually kind of incredible how bad they are. But Michael Wacha, he has kind of an average strikeout rate, nothing incredible. And yeah, he's faced these guys a few times before already, man. So I don't know. Look, I really don't think the White Sox will give him too many problems. I kind of went over this in another video, or another time. But look, the changeup is one of his most thrown balls. Let's look at the batting average for these players, fairly low. I mean, there's only maybe one player above 300. Against the fastball, a pitch that they have a much better batting average on, but fastball is 24%. Let's see, take a look at one more pitch. That's the sinker, and the sinker is another one that they've been getting some hits on, but pretty low strikeout rate as well. Nonetheless, guys, I think even though they're not they have a decent batting average, I think Wacha, the fielding, Bobby Woodruff has been doing incredible. He has a very high likelihood of not giving up 3 runs to this White Sox team. Can you play strikeouts? Wacha's a decent strikeout pitcher, but he's not the highest strikeout guy. Just take a look. He's on the 39th percentile, even though they strike out a pretty decent rate. Again, he's not really a strikeout type pitcher. Can he do it? He did it last time. He got 7 Ks against them last time. So 5.5, not too bad. The only other thing I would probably look at maybe the hits allowed. On his under 5.5 hits allowed. Last time you got only 4 hits against them. The fielding was really, really good. But I think, hits allowed or earned runs is definitely a way you could look at it. Hits allowed is what, -140, but earned runs is, let's see, under is around -130, so, or -140 depending on what book you have. So a little bit less juice on the earned runs. Just because guys get hits doesn't mean they're gonna get earned runs. So I think in some fashion I want to target Wacha, support him, as I don't believe he'll give up too many earned runs to this White Sox team. So that's going to be my first look of the day. Michael Wacha, either earned runs under or hits allowed under. I already hit that hits allowed last time he played against them. All right, and then look, guys, it's tough because there are some other spots I do want to look at. I'll be honest, I'm not, there's not going to be a play or anything, but I think Corbin, someone you got to, not Corbin Burns or Corbin Carroll, but Patrick Corbin, some guy you kind of want to target in some way, whether you want to maybe take some type of stab with the Arizona Diamondbacks. They've been really good against lefties so far this season, but I'll say this, man. I did look at this. Patrick Corbin actually strikes out dudes at a pretty crazy rate. Right now, his line's at 3.5, -140, really juiced, but I've always said it, dude. 3.5 lines are low, no matter who you are. Do I think he'll get this? I don't think so, but I just wanted to make you aware. He's been hitting at an 80% clip for how terrible Patrick Corbin is. He's been getting strikeouts. Of course, I'm not going to take this just because AZ is a really low strikeout team, again, especially against left-handed pitchers. They rock dudes, man. And Patrick Corbin has had a lot of history with these guys. I believe he's already gone against them already this year, but he's been striking these dudes out, man. Last month alone, he got 7 strikeouts on these guys. Even, let's see, the earned runs on the head-to-head, but, didn't give up too many earned runs against them last time. So I'll be honest, man. Patrick Corbin, he might be a decent play for his strikeouts or his earned runs, but do I want to take it? I don't know, man. It's tough. For how bad he is, he's definitely, no one likes it. Everyone hates on him, but he's been pretty good under earned runs, under 3.5, 4 earned runs. Has done pretty good against tough teams, bro. San Diego, the Mets. Grimace Mets. They've been smoking lefties. St. Louis. They've been pretty good against lefties. Tampa Bay's been really good against lefties, so I'll give him a little bit of a pass there. He went against San Diego twice, and they're not as good against lefties, but don't pass on this guy too much, man. I don't know if I'm going to make him a play or anything, but I think his earned runs, even though we look at all the stats, it's terrible. The lines are just really high because the books know people are definitely going to be betting against him, essentially. So just wanted to mention that. I think, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with him, but I'm putting out the stats, bro. The guy's been hitting, but even though the stats don't support it, the line is high just because the books, they know people are fading Patrick Corbin and any chance they get. Let me see. I'm trying to think of one more, but I don't know because there are some other pitchers I do kind of want to target. Um, but it's so hard, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest. The other guy I didn't want to talk about because. Where is he? What's his name? Let's see, where is he? Hunter Brown. The other guy I didn't want to target would be Hunter Brown. And the thing is, this game is tricky though because I'll be honest, guys. This line is tough, right? They already moved this line to 18.5. He's been pitching 6 innings. You can say that. I mean, he was facing the Pirates, who have not been hitting too well, at least on the season against right-handed pitching. But I will say this: they're not taking into account a few things. So let me pull up some other numbers. Hold on. Pull this up real quick. Over the past week, the Pittsburgh Pirates have actually been striking out at not a super high rate, right? Because I wanted to kind of target their K rate or his strikeouts. And right now they have this line at over 6.5. So you look at this, I mean, look at the season, you'll be like, oh, damn, I mean, strikeout. But they have not been striking out at a high rate as of late. They're 8th ranked in the last 30 days or this past month, even over the last week, because obviously we can't say 2 weeks because of the All-Star break. Pittsburgh is, let me see, I'm looking at my chart. Pittsburgh is like, where are they? 20, I saw 22%. At 14th ranked, 22% K rate against right-handed pitchers, but not been hitting with a lot of power. So, they have not been strikeout too much. I usually like looking at Hunter Brown with the strikeouts. He has that strikeout stuff, and you would think the matchup would be great based off the season stats, but the recent numbers not been too. That's why, again, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Today's a tricky day. I want to point out some places where people can get trapped. Kind of. The only play I kind of really like is just Wacha. The other ones, like Corbin, fading him is a little bit scary, just because even though I could see him giving up like 5 runs, 6 runs, the dude has been hitting his props, bro. Like, I gotta give him credit. And Hunter Brown, the matchup is really good, but the lines I think are getting pushed up because of his past, and also the fact that, I mean, I don't think people are taking into account that Pittsburgh's actually been doing okay as of late, man. So even his earned runs, let's take a look. You look at his under 1.5 earned runs, man. I mean, tough. Pittsburgh's a tricky one. I mean, they obviously lost yesterday with Skeens. I do think that Houston has a good matchup today against a much more favorable matchup than Skeens, but they still got to him. I think Hunter Brown, the way you want to probably look at this is his Ks. Either you want to bet over or under. Oh man, it's a tough one because he'll probably go like 6 innings. He gets a decent leash. He'll pitch 90 something, 100 something pitches. I don't want to take his outs because he's never really gone over 18.5 outs ever. He's really only gone over 17.5. So the Ks or maybe the hits are the only way you want to play it. But the Ks is tough, bro. I think if I was to make a play, let me see. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys. I would possibly look at his under. I'm gonna be honest. Like the line 6.5, I think is a fair line. If it was at 7 flat or 7.5, I would definitely target this under. But stay tuned, guys. I do think people are definitely gonna be betting his over and his strikeouts. But just remember this, man. Pittsburgh has been struck out at a much lower rate. But I will also say this: Hunter Brown does pitch a lot better at home. And let's see if I could turn this on. But I mean, at least in the last 10 games at home, been under this line at 6.5. He went against Texas, a pretty tough team to strike out against. Colorado strikes at a pretty high rate. Detroit, I mean, they've been okay. Minnesota actually been striking at a pretty low rate, so that's pretty good. Angels, I don't know why he only got 3, but this was much earlier in the season. Seattle only 5. So, yeah, guys, I mean, if I was to target something at like a pretty decent price where I don't think a lot of people will be looking at, Hunter Brown under his Ks, just given the matchup. Even if you look at his pitch mix right here, the fastball, pretty low K rate for most of the guys, man. The cutter, let me take a look. Cutter, pretty low K rate for a lot of these guys. And then the last one, which is pretty, the sinker, a much higher rate. Yeah, man. I mean, I think Hunter Brown, the line's good, but again, there's some tough spots. These are some places where I think you got to pay attention. Patrick Corbin, Hunter Brown. Be careful. The stats on paper say to fade Patrick Corbin, and to support Hunter Brown. But I mean, I think the lines are are making it tough for you. So again, guys, it's a tough day. I'd say tread lightly. Again, the trade deadline ends today, but I do think the game sides and the totals are where you want to play. The props are a little bit tough, so just be careful, guys. If you want to know exactly what I'm giving out, I've been on an absolute tear. Make sure you tap into premium. Let's go over and up, family. I'll see you guys on the next one.